even know what I'm doing, but I feel like we need to like document some of this. So I want to be a traveler, right? Like I want to travel around. I want to go to different countries, be immersed in different cultures. I would love to learn like a new language. And I was talking to Chris, so that's my husband. So I was talking to Chris about, I'm always coming up with like, we should move here, we should do this, we should do that. He doesn't really necessarily care to go live in a different country and like immerse himself in a new culture. Because we got shut down for COVID, I learned that I could do my job remotely. We were all forced to go telehealth for a while because of COVID. And that was like the best thing ever for me, both personally and professionally. And so that really planted kind of a seed in me that like, this is possible. I could go do whatever I wanted. I could be wherever I wanted and I could still do my job. We went on a trip to Texas. So we're driving this like really long drive. It's probably 10 hours one way. In that time, my husband was on YouTube and saw sailing videos, and in particular it was like sailing Zatara, and they had a family and were on a boat for years or whatever. So I like binge watched their entire channel on the trip home. Anyway, it was just really cool because we both were like, okay, we could do this. This would be a way I could get that travel bug out, and we could still have like a house that was our home that kind of went with us. We decided that that is our goal. Whatever we're gonna do by 2027, no matter what, we're gonna like sell all of our stuff and buy a boat and go sail. Well, in all the videos that I saw, people are always asking about like money. How did you do this? What kind of lifestyle did you have? What career did you have? Are you like super rich, or are you super poor and just working here and there, and like all these varying ways? And people are just so cool and creative with like all their different lifestyles and what they do to make money and how they earn a living and how much money they spend and affordability and how they get their comforts, but at the same time get this adventure. We can do that. Oh, cool, he sold a gun. Sell real time, that's it. He's selling his guns. We have a bunch of guns, and so they hold value really well, but right now is like a selling season. So he sold a couple guns, and that money is gonna go into our boat fund, so awesome. You know, nobody really like has videos out in time of their planning their steps. A lot of the channels that I see, it always starts with, okay, here's our background, this is what we did, and now here's us buying our boat or boat shopping. And one day that will be me. I will be making a video about boat shopping, and hopefully by then I will be better on camera and whatever, but I'm not super comfortable on camera. The whole vlogging thing is really weird to me, but this is my idea, is to just start now, and it's probably just gonna be sit down vlogs like this for now, but to really go through like, what are we actually doing? I have this cool map. Maybe this will be my first attempt at vlogging. There's this, let's see. There, I hung the map, right? Because if you can dream it, you can achieve it. And the best way is visualizations. My husband, he is the safety coordinator for a metal fab factory company. So our plan is he's gonna be the one to go learn how to sail. We live in Nebraska. We are surrounded by cornfields and land. We've only ever really been on like pontoon boats up until this year. My husband got to drive the boat or sail the boat, I guess, a little bit. And okay, so it's the same day. I look totally different because I went and did a bunch of shit. I feel like if I just talk, it'll feel more natural, and it's really hard not to like look at myself rather than looking into the camera. Here, I wanted to lay out what is our plan, what my husband and I have talked about. We don't have all the pieces in place yet, but they're kind of coming together as we get closer. So I think that's what this journey is gonna be about, is the couple of years that it's gonna take for us to achieve these goals. Well, number one is I started my own company so that I could be self-employed. If everything's 100% digital, then I can be location independent. So that's the biggest one. I think that's gonna be our biggest income stream as far as how we're planning to sustain ourselves for the long haul. My husband's job right now, we're not planning on keeping his job once we get on a boat. He's pretty mechanically inclined. He's kind of a handyman, jack of all trades, knows a little bit about everything. Mechanical, engine work, he's pretty good at that kind of stuff. He is learning and is pretty good at electrical. He knows a little bit about plumbing. So I definitely feel like once we are on a boat, he has the skills and knowledge to kind of fix anything that might go wrong as far as maintenance. And on top of that, he likes doing handyman stuff. So if we're ever at a marina or in the middle of nowhere and people need help with stuff, he could hire out his own services and make some extra cash that way at any time. So we have our home, which we fully intend to sell the house and all the stuff. We're probably gonna do an estate sale at some point in the next couple of years. And then that money is gonna go towards the purchase of the actual yacht or boat or whatever they call it. Anyway, we hope to have our house mostly paid off, or at least enough equity in it that we can sell it, pay off whatever bit of mortgage we have left in a couple years, and have enough money to just outright purchase whatever boat we're gonna be living on. We also have another property that we purchased about a year ago, very run down, totally gutted. The guy who owned it put a new roof on it a couple of years ago, and then it has some really good structure to it. So we went ahead and purchased it. I will put pictures or whatever in here because I did go around and take a bunch, and I wish I would have done this before we bought it, and maybe I do have some I can pull off my Facebook. 1.5 stories, and we had to finish gutting the upstairs. So it was all lath and plaster and full of like insulation, and we just had to rip out and take all of that out, which that is done now. We're gonna rent it out. That's our plan. So I don't know. I know that like single family homes aren't super lucrative. However, if we can keep the budget reasonable, then when we go to rent it out, we won't owe anything on it, and that'll all be pure profit. And so we could live off of that as well. We have another property that we are hoping to purchase, and so hopefully I will get more video of that, because this is really what made me think, like, man, we put an offer in on this house, but if we get that house, then we'll have 2 more rental properties, and so that is another income stream that we are hoping to kind of at least live off of. The last and final income streams, I guess, would be from this YouTube channel. So if our show pops off and people start watching, you know, great. I'm sure we'll get, you know, ad revenue or whatever, or who knows. But either way, I feel like I want to document this for myself. And I think that I want to start now because we're already like a couple of years into our 4-year, 5-year plan. It's going to be quite the project. Follow along and you can watch those videos as well. That's all in this kind of genre of people who are trying to just, you know, do it themselves and live their best lives. Our plan for kind of learning how to sail is Chris is gonna be the sailor, the captain. I'm just like the first mate over here doing other stuff. I don't like to drive. I suck at towing anything. I cannot back up a trailer to save my life. In January, we are going to start planning a trip for this summer to go to Florida again. Chris is gonna take some sailing classes and do like a 2-night, 3-day like certification class. I haven't got all the details worked out, but I have seen a couple of places in Florida that do that. And then while he's off doing that, I am gonna take our kids to Universal and we're gonna have fun. Maybe follow us on our journey, hit like, subscribe, do whatever you can to support us, because we really want to make this dream come true, and I know we can do it. Other people have done it, so we can do it too. I am determined that I will at least live 3 years of my life and circumnavigate the globe and visit a bunch of countries and just have the adventure of a lifetime, and I'm gonna do it while I can. I know that things take planning and prepping and time, but we are doing this and we are going hard. And it's gonna be great, and I hope you guys come along with us. All right, till next time, bye.